It's very similar to what the gentleman just said. To me, there's a reason my wine brand is called empathy. I've come to realize 20 years into my career, this has been the disproportionate trait that has helped me be successful. As a manager and a leader of people, as somebody, like, to me, what's so funny about businesses is how audacious they are that somebody wants to see their advertising. For me, it's very easy. The reason I make content that works and advertising that works is I reverse engineer what I think a human would like. Nobody wants to give you your money, their money, if you're not giving them something compelling. So I think it's a lot of testing and learning, which is why where I'm going with most people is you have to make a lot more content. A lot of people here have run Facebook ads and it didn't work because they ran one ad one time and they decided it didn't work, right? So it's different creative options. I think there's only two things that actually work: education and entertainment. If you literally think about every time you put out a piece of content, are you educating somebody or are you entertaining them? You will do dramatically better, because what most people do is try to sell something. QVC doesn't have as good of ratings as Game of Thrones, right? Educate, entertain. I have over-indexed because I do both. That's just my personality. That worked for me, but that doesn't work for everybody, and there's plenty of things that don't work for me. So you have to reverse engineer yourself as well. If you're a small business and you're gonna try this, you have to figure out how you best communicate. So for me, it's a video, but you might be a great writer, but you're uncomfortable in front of a camera. Or you like the gift of gab, but you're not in front of a camera, so you have to do audio and do a podcast or an audio post. So it's reverse engineering first, your own deploying self-awareness of how are you as a communicator, and then once you decide if you're writing, videoing, or audioing it, then you've got to think about entertainment and education. I tell a lot of service providers to give away every secret. I do. I have clients paying me tens of millions of dollars in fee, but if you carefully watch all my information on the internet, you can get it for free. I think the reason they pay the delta is at the end of the day, and I think we all understand this, I can only be so specific with my information, right? If I sit down with them for 2 hours on their B2B business, their business will grow.
We're ready.
I think those details is ultimately the small delta, but the reality is I can get you to third and a half base for free.